to the Activation Nation podcast, where we talk all things business, mindset, momentum, and what it really takes to build the life that you love. I'm your host, Mindy Trimble, and I am excited, as always, to be here with you today. And I am thrilled to have our guest, Gentry, being with me today. Gentry, welcome.
Thank you.
I think that hopefully all of you listening have met or know Gentry Bean. He is one of our directors of sales here at LifeVantage and is a ton of fun. So I'm thrilled that you're here with me today, Gentry. We always have a lot of fun when Gentry joins us. So this should be great. We're going to talk all things June. What is happening here at LifeVantage in June, what we have going on, which, as we all know, is a lot, and what you all can take advantage of this month and this summer. We've really been kind of talking a lot about, which I'm going to kind of tee it off, Gentry. I'm going to try not to take a lot of steam from you, but we've been talking a lot about this and our program that we just barely launched. It starts with yellow and having a yellow summer. It's kind of fun. I think that I've been seeing a ton of stuff on social of, just the fun things that people are using with it. And I love that everyone is having a lot of fun with it and doing different things. So Gentry, tell us a little bit about specifically for June and it starts with the yellow campaign, what people can do with that. How can I, as a consultant, work and finish out my month in June using this campaign?
No, it's good. I mean, again, number one, I think we all need to go buy yellow clothes because I don't think all of us own enough yellow clothes.
Right. I definitely don't.
I don't even, it's fun. But no, the yellow concept, again, just getting back to the basics, keeping it simple. That's what we're all about, right?
Yeah.
Again, we want to keep the message simple. We want to tell the whole story every time we talk, every time we share. So again, it starts with yellow, Pro Tandem Nerve 2. That's where this all started back in the beginning. But again, these campaigns that are running, the fun things that we're able to do, the LifeVantage Consultant Instagram page that we just started, make sure that you're a part of that, seeing Absolutely. The fun things, the giveaways, the different posts that you guys can recreate or kind of use to help build your brand, build your Instagram or your social media, whatever that looks like to you. Mm-hmm. But using some of those tips and tricks that are given on that Instagram page, make sure you're there because you're going to get a lot of insight and a lot of information that you can use to help build your business. The best part about it is we are going to extend our bonus volume, surprise time for everybody on this podcast listening. Bonus volume that we just did in May will now be extended all through the month of June. And again, that's on those US enrollment packs that we have. So the Healthy Glow, the Healthy Edge, and that business pack. And what that means, guys, is you're getting a bump in volume.
This is a big deal.
Yeah,
this is not something.
Don't blink at this because you don't see this happen in the industry a lot.
No, you absolutely don't. And not only that, it is a bump immediately in what you earn.
Yep.
So doing the same actions, right? Doing the same things that we always talk about, the ERA, enrolling, retaining, advancing, doing those exact same things, but we're throwing a little bit more into the pot and making it a little bit sweeter, right? And so You're seeing an immediate return. And like Gentry said, this is not something that you see very often in the industry and certainly not something that we do here at LifeVantage. So do not let it pass you by.
Don't pass it up because again, with what we have already going on, and yes, June is the last month for the Achievers Rewards, the rank bonuses. And guys, remember, those all stack. You have to keep that in mind because if you hit a rank, if you enroll people, you're going to earn more that way, but you're growing your business.
Right.
We know it's not all about the money, right? But we obviously want to get people on the product, get them going, but we want them to build a business so that they can grow and change their life. And this is a great opportunity with all these different possibilities to be able to reach different markets, reach different
Absolutely.
People. So,
well, and as we know, summer is busy. There's always a lot going on in the summertime with vacations and activities and kids' things and being out of school. All there's so much happening, right? Holidays, all the things. And so we've talked about this so many times, but as we know, what we do now sets us up for the next 90 days. Yep. And so as I look at this, it makes complete sense of, okay, I can really take some real action here in June, benefit my paycheck, see a bump personally, but also that's going to set me up for the next 90 days after June and help me to see some that retention piece for the next 90 days. So it's not just June. Yeah. You're going to see benefit in June, but
July, August.
Absolutely.
And I love what you said about like the summer months are busy. And I had a lot of conversations this last week with people because this is where the fairs start. The city festivals happen. This is that chance for you to go, if you're able to, go set up a free booth, wear your LifeVantage swag,
have
whatever it might be.
You
know, those are free opportunities where you don't have to pay. You know, go enter whatever event, whether it's a pickleball event that your city's putting on or kickball, whatever it might be.
I learned to play pickleball
right?
For the first time yesterday, everyone. It's never too late.
Yeah. I mean, I know we have a lot of pickleball fanatics in our field right now, but I'm just saying, find those free opportunities this summer in your busy schedule with your family to be able to get out there talking. Because those conversations, like you said, you're planting the seed now and it's going to grow later on. And just following up through these next few months is going to be huge.
As we know, like Gentry said, make it a family event. Do it with friends, with family, because you really want to convey what this business is all about. And it's not just a personal business. It really involves your whole life and your family and your friends. And so show that.
Yep.
And I think that this is a great opportunity. Summertime is a great opportunity to do that.
Yeah.
All right. So Gentry kind of touched on the enrollment packs and which packs are included. Gentry, do you want to just kind of dive into that a little bit and tell us a little bit more about that so that people know?
Yeah. So again, if you've joined the close of the month call for May, Kim did a great job. She shared some slides and we've got some slides up that kind of break down what the Healthy Glow Pack is, the cost of that, the volume, and then what those savings are, but what that volume bump does for each of those packs. So the Healthy Glow is a 25% bump in volume. Then you have your Healthy Edge, which is another 25%. And then that business pack, which jumps up to 27% increase in volume.
That's a big deal.
I mean, it's big. And yes, we noticed, like you will see on there that it's not one for one, but we keep in mind that the enrollment pack, not the enrollment pack, but the start kit has no volume attached to that. So that's where you're going to see the little bit of a difference, but still $949 in volume for that business pack. You get a couple of those and you have an SC1 right out of the gate.
Awesome.
So keeping that in mind, because we're always talking about SC1 factories, that's a great pivotal rank to get to. And again, get people in where they fit in, but these packs right now are going to be those ones that really set people up for that success for the next 90 days, 6 months, the rest of the year.
Yeah.
So this is a great opportunity to be able to go out and get those people going.
And if you want to dive in further and see some really specific examples, make sure we've talked about it or shown these examples in a couple of different places. Last week, for instance, Skylar really dove into it, and there was we linked to the slides so you could see some examples. We talked about it on Close of the Month call. So there's been a number of places where you can grab these, hear about them, and also grab the examples and look at them visually too. So make sure that you dive into that so that as you're working on this month and showing it to your team, that you've got some great examples to show them. All right, we have some other exciting things happening during the month of June. We have our awesome Carb Block new product that we announced. What has it been? Has it been 2 months now, I think, that we've had this available, which is great. I've heard a lot of positive things about this product, a lot of love, and it's getting a new look.
Get a little bit of a facelift, right?
Yeah.
Same product, new look. So keep an eye out for that coming in June. The packaging will look a little bit different.
I always love a little facelift, new look to things, right? So that's fun. And then we also have a fun event coming up in July.
Yes, we have our virtual Activate. We all know what that is. And if you're new, that is where we get together twice a year and we break down what we've got going on for the future, the next 6 months, get training, information, fun little announcements maybe. I'm not going to leak anything, but
Right. So you might
some fun
hear something
announcements
new.
happening
Okay.
and
You
things
heard it
coming
here.
up. So
There might or might not.
yeah,
More might be something.
exactly. But you definitely want to get with your team. And if you're not by your local team or with your actual team, go on Big Blue, find a place that's holding an event, a watch party, we call them, to be able to get this information. But the best part about doing a party or an event, a little meeting for watching this is the meeting after the meeting, right?
Absolutely.
Getting together, connecting, collaborating, brainstorming, coming up with your game plan, even if it's for the next 90 days, getting a game plan in place to implement what's being talked about and what's happening in the company so that you can help others.
Yeah. And this is a great opportunity. You know, Gentry and I were just talking about enrolling and using what we have during the month of June. This is a great opportunity right after that to get those new team members that you enrolled in June, take them to a watch party with you, introduce them to new people that are within LifeVantage, that they can feel a part of the community. It's really a great opportunity to do that. Take those people with you and really integrate them into our amazing community and culture that we have here at LifeVantage. So we have that, and then turn right around a couple of months later and we've got convention happening. So
literally.
No rest, right? It's just that it's exciting. We love in-person events. So tell us a little bit about things to remember for convention.
So again, the biggest thing this month with registering, if you don't have your ticket, make sure to get that locked in because you can get it for $179, and that ends.
That's a great deal.
That ends June. So the last day in June, it's going to be over, and then the price goes up. But again, you're going to want to get there because we all know what in-person meetings do.
Yeah.
But
convention
you're also
is
going to hear from somebody special, probably. I would assume he's going to speak.
I think
our new
he
CEO.
might. Yeah.
I mean,
I think he might be
he
there.
might want to speak. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. So you might have to come and see if it happens. I mean, maybe we'll tell you, maybe we won't.
But a great opportunity to meet him in person and really get a feel for, where he's at, who he is, and get to hear from him. So
and who doesn't want to come to Utah in the fall?
Oh my gosh. I
a little
mean,
cooler, crispy air.
We might,
mountains.
we might be a little bit biased, but Utah in the fall is pretty amazing. So, and then we also have, we've talked about a ton of things. We've got these events coming up in July. Mark your calendars that July 11th. Make sure that you've got convention. Purchase those tickets at the lower price. Have that on your calendar. And then, but we actually tonight have a call.
Yep. The
for you to
opening of the
join.
month call. It's always a great way to kick off your month and kind of hear from an executive consultant or a presidential.
Yeah.
Being able to share their tips and tricks on how they get their month going and what we have going throughout the month from someone on the corporate team, but also just new things, upcoming events, information. It's always a great way for you to start your month and get that month going in the right direction so that you kind of have a map.
Well, and they always, it's always great to hear from one of our executive or presidential leaders, and they will be sharing some probably great tips on how to really hit the ground running and use these things in June to close your month out strong and your quarter and all of the things. So make sure that you're on that tonight. Yep. It's always amazing. They always share some awesome things. Gentry, if you could leave our listeners with just one message heading into June. I mean, we've talked about, it's always a crazy month. It's always a big deal to be ending out a month and a quarter and all the things, wanting to really have a successful month. What would you want to leave our consultants with the first day of June heading into this month?
The biggest thing, like I've been talking with people about, is having fun. If you're not having fun with this, something's wrong.
It's true.
You need to get with your upline. You need to get with a cross line, a sideline, whoever that is, and find your why and make it fun.
Yeah.
Get back to the fun of this because you're helping people in more ways than you'll ever know. Doesn't matter about the money or the health necessarily in some ways, because again, you're out there sharing an opportunity for somebody to change their life in whatever direction they want it to go. Mm-hmm. So having that fun and using these summer months, like we talked about on this podcast, of using those free events, using those summer months with your family. Again, it doesn't always have to be business, but you always want to have that opportunity at the tip of your hand to be able to share with somebody. whether it's a handout, a shareable, whatever it might be, a free sample. Let somebody try the product and then follow up with them. The worst invite is the one not given. So make sure you are inviting, because like Mindy said, this is setting you up for the next 90 days, next 6 months, next year. You'd never know what's going to come from this. I had a conversation with one of our Amish consultants who literally did a train presentation when she was coming to Las Vegas, and she had that person drive 2.5 hours to her meeting just the other day to show up to learn more about LifeVantage. Literally sitting on a train doing a presentation, and the lady followed up with her, came to a meeting, and wants to sign up. So those kind of things
You
happen.
never know.
You just never know. But again, have fun with it. Get out, share, talk. Don't hold back, because there's somebody out there looking for LifeVantage, and you have what they need.
Absolutely. Gentry, thank you so much. I think I said at the very beginning, we love having Gentry on because he's fun. And just reiterated that.
See?
It's a big deal. And like we said, we have so many really great things happening. It starts with Yellow. We want to make this summer exciting and fun. And we have such a great culture here. Community is where it's at. And like Gentry said, make sure that you are really showing that and creating that community that you want personally. So thanks again, Gentry, for being on. Thanks for listening, and we will see you all next week. Bye, everyone. Thanks for listening to today's episode of the Activation Nation podcast. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe for future episodes and updates, and share with a friend or prospect that you think could benefit from today's conversation. Check the episode description for any links or disclaimers, and we'll see you next week for another episode. And now, the legal stuff. The sales earnings disclosed are potential gross earnings and do not account for expenses incurred in building a business. The average 12-month earnings of a typical U.S. consultant who earned in 2024 are $683. LifeVantage does not guarantee any income or rank success. A consultant's earnings will depend on individual diligence, work effort, and market conditions. Visit the LifeVantage Income Disclosure Statement for more information.